the thing is, for me, and I can speak about my experience and how I came to this, it didn't come easy. There was a time in which I was as tribal as Steve is describing. But as time went by, for some reason I was compelled to understand the structure of the psyches. Not the superficial psycho bubble, but the deep roots of what happens to human beings, who we really are, the deep unconscious roots. And I've had a lot of very incredible teachers, that people I really loved and respected, and I got a lot of wisdom, and as I did that, I grew, and I developed certain archetypes, certain specific forms that have a specific way of being, behaviors, and emotions attached to it. And I got to a point that I could embody some of this stuff very well. See, I can be a very good warrior, in the sense not to kill people, but to work hard and to endure pain and do whatever it takes to get someplace in life. And then I realized that I was embodying, through being a good father and all the children and so on, in a certain way, what they call the king archetype, the one that creates a world. And I felt that I had to create a world for my children and for future generations. And I started to realize that as I was doing that, I was becoming more and more generative. Therefore, my job was to steward and protect the young, and making sure that they would have a better world. We have a struggle in humanity is against tribalism. You know, because you're a different color, you're a different feather, you have a different, you're different. So because there's something else, different religion, you have a different political, whatever it is that is different, people are looking for what's different. Why? Because human being, we have a horrible thing that cultural anthropologists are just starting to understand, which is called pseudo-false speciation, pseudo-speciation. We see the guy with a different tribe or different religion or whatever, different country, as not human. We see them as a different species. It can be something that you can just kill them. Doesn't matter. You have no feeling. And that's a horrible thing, and that's why I said The Third Chimpanzee, because a book that I'm starting to read from Jared Diamond, which is a fantastic bestseller, but it's not for everybody. But it talks about the fact that in his study that, thank God we came from the chimpanzee, our evolution came from the chimpanzee, which is probably the nicest of all this. If we would have been evolutionary line from the baboons, which are very aggressive and they have this capacity, we wouldn't have a world right now. We would have destroyed this planet a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Because I see the need for feminine energy, and I read about the goddess and how we lost that feminine feeling energy, capacity of relating as friends. And anyway, that's where I come from, and I realize that everybody is just one. We're all in spirit. We're all...
Everybody's one?
One.
Oh, elaborate. What do you mean? Everybody?
Everybody is one. We're not different. Whatever happens is because, again, thinking creates what? Civilization. Creates a structure of thought. So wherever you go, they ask you, what do you do? See, I know that. So as soon as I say I'm a doctor, what kind of doctor? I'm a surgeon. They move me in the pecking order, you know, they put me in a little hole there, that's where you belong, and then they're relaxed because they know where I fit. They want to know where you fit in the machine of the society. They don't want to know who I am as a human being. If you go to India, they want to know about you. Who are you? How do you feel? What do you think about this? How do you feel about that? You see, we don't feel. We want to think and classify everything in categories. And once we do that, we separate people in different groups, in different social classes, different structures. This one fits here, this one fits here. If you're a woman, you can go up to here. You're a man, your color, whatever. Whatever the society is structured. And it's only in certain moments that anthropologists see that people can transcend that. It's in moments that they call it comunitar, it's a Latin word, to commune, to communion. Or somebody who is willing to die for another person. I heard a story in San Francisco, this guy is going to jump out of the bridge, and this cop goes and jumps to grab him, and he was willing to go down the bridge if it hadn't been for the other cop who grabbed him from the back. And when they asked him, the press asked him, "You were willing to die for a man you don't even know?" And he said, "I couldn't stop it. I couldn't avoid it. I had to do it." But why did you have to do it? I don't know. Something inside me said you had to do it. You were one.